Shabbat Shalom Aleichem, and welcome to the citizens of Yahweh Media. The Tefillah, the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Avanu, Sabbat Samayim, Yikardesh Shemerika, Tavo Maku Teasa, Haza, Razonka, Kesavan Mine Cain Beretz, Elaku Kakanu, Tamlanu Hayon, O Slaklanu, Oko Tevanu, Gimo Shosokim, Gamanaknu, Lako Tehemlanu, Vel Tevanu, Leda Nisayon, Kim Kasadu, Memara, Kilika, Hamamlaha, Viokivara, Vioteferet, Leolamane, Sila. Praise YHWH, and praise YHWH Beit Nun Sofit YHWH, Yahweh ben Yahweh. I am Yaakov ben El Shabak Yahweh, living parallel of Jacob in the Bible, Genesis 32 and 30. Genesis to Malachi is a multiverse time now, and is the story of the so-called Black American who is true YISRAEL in New Jerusalem, USA. JERUSALEM, JERUSALEM. In this particular video, we will discuss the difference between the Yahweh of Fables and the Yahweh, absolute God of the Israelites. Yahweh being the most researchable and abundant name for God. It has become immortalized in the eyes of those of other nations outside of true Israel, the dominant society, the heathen who does not believe in Yahweh, and has become something of fables. Let us go to Isaiah 45 and 7. And let us read. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and I create evil. I am the Lord thy God, YHWH, Yahweh, do all these things. Yahweh is the God of the positive and the God of the negative. You may see a lot of people in the world who dabble into different dark arts and get into witchcraft. And you may see them showing the Tetragrammaton. You may see them talking about Yahweh. This is not anything to frighten his chosen people. In fact, the devil knows Yahweh. And so would those who worship him. However, they get no power from Yahweh. This is where they are deceived. Yahweh being the God of all things, we are not to concern ourselves, and we don't want to be on his bad side. There is something that we are to do only, and that is get on his side with the goodness of his laws. That is what his servants, his disciples, and his chosen people are commanded to do. So we're going to go to Genesis 3 and 22 through 24. Genesis 3, 22 and 24. And the Lord thy God, YHWH, Yahweh said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. Genesis 3 and 22. And the Lord thy God, YHWH, Yahweh, said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil, and now let's put forth his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. This is what we are commanded to do. We are not to interest ourselves. We are not to engage in good and evil, in light and darkness. This is the power of Yahweh that we do not possess. The one thing that I have done since I have come into the knowledge of Yahweh is I have casted aside the intellectuality and the conspiracy theorists of the dominant society. And I have took on the knowledge of the master teacher of the knowledge of Yahweh. YHWH Beit Nun Sofit YHWH. Yahweh ben Yahweh. Let us go to James 2 and 19. Let us go to James 2 and 19. We're at James 2 and 19. Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. See, the devil also believe and tremble. Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. So he's telling you, you Israelites, to do well, to do good. The devil also believeth and tremble. So the devil knows Yahweh too. These are facts. What has happened is the lost sheep of the house of true Israel, the so-called Black American, they have become used to listening to and believing in their enemy. And as Yahweh, the most abundant and researchable name of God, has been immortalized into fables, into conspiracy theories, and into urban legend. We are not to concern ourselves with what Yahweh possesses in his knowledge and understanding and truth, in the positive and the negative. Only the positive and the tree of life. We are not to engage in the beliefs of other nationalities and those who have created this doctrine and misinformation about who Yahweh is. They are only deceiving themselves. You may see someone who believes in other disciplines and other religions and different spiritualities, who have tattoos of the Tetragrammaton. You can go to Google and you can put in Yahweh and you'll see abundance of different things. We are not to concern ourselves with all of those things. We are only supposed to eat from the tree of life, do good, and be blessed in his laws. Do not get sidetracked, overwhelmed, and possessed by the misinformation, the fables, the conspiracy theorists, and the urban legend of the heathen, the children of Cain, and those of other nations. Make sure that you are doing the best you can to believe in Yahweh, his Son, who came in his name, and to be good in his laws. This is the citizens of Yahweh Media. Once again, Shabbat Shalom Aleichem. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh ben Yahweh. Selah.